when you were 35 years old, did you think that I don't know if you want to say your age. Anybody can look it up. Can I? May I say it? 74. At 74, you'd be touring, you'd be making more albums, you'd be maybe making more movies, you'd be doing this and become a leading spokesperson for heart health. Did you think that you would expand your power base this broadly?
Yes.
You did. All right. That's good. How have you thought about that power base over the decades?
I remember being 7 years old, 9 years old, those moments where, and actually when I was 16 too, I read a book called The Quintessence of Ibsenism by George Bernard Shaw. And one of the statements in this book really affected me. And that was that thoughts transcend matter. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I can stand in my doorway of my little apartment that I shared with another girl. We both wanted to be actresses, but we could only afford $50 each, and saved our little envelopes with, the rent money, the telephone money, which I loved, by the way. An easy life compared to mine. I tell you that. But anyway, and I thought, and I never liked to make my bed, by the way. I just never knew, even though I was sent to camp, a health camp once, a religious camp once, and I never could figure out how to make the corners of that bed. And I thought, I looked at this bed, and it was always clean, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it. And I thought, I have to get famous and wealthy to get my bed made for me.
You did it.
So the thought, and even before this when you saw me in the Barclay Center, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I had the stamina to do it. Really? Because I was singing sort of every other day, and I couldn't get through 5 songs at a time. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to go to the doctors and have everything checked. Okay, good colonoscopy, good blood work, blah, 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 blah. So now I know from a health standpoint, good EKG, that I could do this if I put my mind to it. That I could get through, 2 hours of singing, even though my first night in LA was the first time I ever went through singing 22 songs. Wow. But what I'm saying, it's mind over matter so much of the time. That belief in yourself in some way. And I'm filled and consumed with self-doubt, too. So that's the opposite end of the scale. It's balanced. It has to be balanced. You can't be just, overwhelmed with security. It's a tug, but it's a good tug.